the rules of the curtsy might seem a bit complicated if you weren't born into royalty.
You don't curtsy to her. She's not royal, just grand.
So you may be wondering, who, if anyone, does Princess Catherine have to curtsy to? We delve deep into the rules of royal etiquette to find out. It might come as no surprise that Kate needs to curtsy to the king. Literally everyone does. Viewers saw this on Charles's coronation day, when Kate was seen curtsying to him as he walked by. After this, we've seen her do the same quite often. For example, we saw her offer a perfect curtsy to the king during former South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol's visit to London in 2023. And after Catherine, Duchess of Kent's funeral, Kate was seen on the cathedral steps. When she noticed the king, she stepped toward him and gave him a curtsy. Those interested in the royal family might be curious about the truth behind Charles and Kate's relationship. Royal biographer Sally Bedell Smith has said that Charles has always had a very good bond with Kate. Beyond that, she said that Kate was like the daughter he never had. Another expert, Judy James, has also noted that Charles has, quote, made Kate his center of attention to signal how much she is cherished. Together, their comments help explain why Kate's curtsies to the king often look formal yet loving at the same time. After King Charles, Kate's second important curtsy is to Queen Camilla. Camilla became Queen Consort after Charles succeeded Queen Elizabeth II. In her Platinum Jubilee Ascension Day message, the Queen dropped hints about this change, saying, "I know you will give him and his wife Camilla the same support that you have given me." She added, "It is my sincere wish that, when the time comes, Camilla will be known as Queen Consort as she continues her own loyal service." After getting crowned alongside Charles in 2023, Camilla's title changed to Her Majesty the Queen. Speaking to People, expert Micah Meyer explained that a Royal Highness doesn't have to curtsy to another Royal Highness. However, royals with an HRH title do have to curtsy to His Majesty King Charles and Her Majesty the Queen Consort. Kate, of course, has an HRH title, so this explains why she needs to curtsy to royals who rank higher than her, including Camilla. At the 2022 Christmas Carol service, Kate was seen kissing her on both cheeks and respectfully curtsying to her. While we often see royal family members curtsying to their royal relatives, we also see them curtsying to foreign royals. Princess Anne, for example, was seen curtsying to Spain's King Philippe VI and Queen Letizia. She did this even though she was older than them. This suggests that titles are more important than age when it comes to curtsying. Kate also curtsies to foreign royals, such as Belgium's Queen Matilda and King Willem-Alexander of the Netherlands. After the Queen died, Kate became the Princess of Wales, and she continued to curtsy to foreign kings and queens after that as well. In June 2023, she and Prince William attended the wedding of Jordan's Crown Prince. They were filmed speaking to King Abdullah II and Queen Rania. In the middle of the conversation, Kate found the right time and curtsied to them, which was praised and is also listed under her most iconic curtsies. Princess Anne holds a special place in any discussion of curtsies inside the royal family, since she's the Princess Royal and one of the most senior working royals. After Kate got married to Prince William, Queen Elizabeth is said to have changed the order of precedence. According to those changes, Kate is required to curtsy to certain blood princesses, including Anne. That said, she doesn't have to curtsy to blood princesses if she's accompanied by William. Debrett's royal expert Wendy Bosberry Scott explained to People, when the wives are with their husbands, their status is elevated to reflect the fact that the men are present. As the men have a higher rank than the princesses, they have precedence, and this higher rank is reflected on their wives, so they are often moved ahead. Even so, the protocol is often debated. Royal Insider claims it is mandatory for Catherine to curtsy to Anne, even if William is with her. Meanwhile, royal expert Joe Little seems to contradict this, writing on X, "Royal Highnesses bow and curtsy only to majesties." Why is that so hard to understand? Nothing to do with the order of precedence.
It is difficult. It's hard to explain.
Princess Beatrice was born into the royal family, so this makes her a princess of the blood. Given that she's born royal, she's above the royal women who married into the family. She's also ninth in the line of succession. This means that in certain situations, senior women who join the family by marriage are likely expected to curtsy to Beatrice. On the surface, it appears that Kate is above Beatrice, since she's married to the future king. But this might not be true. According to reports on the palace's order, Kate needs to curtsy to Beatrice in specific cases. This stems from the order of precedence updated in 2012, which requires her to curtsy to the royal-born Beatrice if she is not accompanied by her husband, Prince William. Wendy Bosberry Scott told People, women of the royal family who marry in like Kate and Meghan Markle gain their titles by marriage, and therefore are of a lower rank than those born into their titles. On the other hand, if William is with Kate, the dynamic changes. William outranks his cousin in line of succession, so when he's present, it's reported that Beatrice would need to curtsy to Kate instead. That said, some experts say these curtsy rules are not an obligation. This seems to give a little wiggle room. Former royal butler Grant Harold told Fox News, the monarchy's website states its curtsy isn't required. It's entirely a personal choice. The king even had a discussion with me about it. He said, when you bow or curtsy, you're doing it to the title. You're not doing it to the person. Like Princess Beatrice, Princess Eugenie is a princess of the blood. This means that Eugenie is also high in the palace ranking. On the other hand, Kate is reportedly the second most senior royal woman by rank after Queen Camilla. This is in light of her marriage to Prince William. That said, she married into the family and was not born a royal. This holds despite her being the future queen consort. The difference between royal by marriage and royal by blood is important to consider when curtsying is involved. A Debrett spokesperson told People, essentially, the hierarchy exists to ensure that the princesses who are born with royal blood, like Eugenie, aren't kind of pushed to one side. Just like Beatrice and other royal-born princesses, whether Kate curtsies to Eugenie reportedly depends on whether William is with her. If she isn't with William, she's expected to curtsy to Eugenie. However, if she is accompanied by William, it's the other way around. That said, some experts have argued that those who hold the HRH title generally do not bow or curtsy to each other. For instance, royal historian Marlene Eilers-Koenig told Hello Magazine, the only person royals who hold an HRH title, will curtsy or bow to is the sovereign. Curtsying and bowing is etiquette, nothing to do with precedence. Princess Alexandra is a first cousin of the late Queen Elizabeth II and is a senior royal. She also holds an HRH title like Kate. The detail that sets them apart is that Alexandra is a blood princess. This is why people wonder if she's someone that Kate is expected to curtsy to.
That's a very good question.
There's no rule on the royal website that says she must curtsy to Alexandra. In fact, the official page on greetings states there are no obligatory codes of behavior when meeting a member of the royal family. However, reports on the private order of precedence suggest that when William is not with her, Kate is ranked below the blood princesses. This means that she's expected to curtsy to blood princesses, which includes Alexandra, only when she's not with William. Royal historians point out that practice may not match those old rules. For instance, royal expert Marlene Eilers-Koenig has challenged the previous argument. She told Hello Magazine, "A royal highness does not curtsy to another royal highness. Yes, there are articles that state this, but it is not true." Princess Michael of Kent got married to Prince Michael, a first cousin of the late Queen Elizabeth II. Even though she isn't a working royal, she still appears at state occasions. As discussed previously, curtsies in the royal family depend on rank and who else is present. Princess Michael holds an HRH title through her husband, so she's in the same royals by marriage category as Kate. Kate and Princess Michael have been spotted together on several occasions. In 2015, for example, the two attended the Wimbledon Tennis Championships. They shared an adorable moment there. Kate was photographed greeting her by bending and kissing her on the cheek. They were also present for the Trooping the Color event later in 2018. Kate was even seen interacting with the Kent family after the Duchess of Kent's funeral. There, Kate comforted them on the cathedral steps, signaling the cordial relationship the princess shares with the Kents. Reporting on the order of precedence mostly focuses on blood princesses. However, author Roy McKean told Independent Australia that Kate will need to, quote, drop a bob to some of the cousins, including Princess Michael of Kent. Still, there's no clear public rule that Kate must curtsy to Princess Michael of Kent. In a formal setting, she might choose to curtsy to her relatives, but that would be out of courtesy rather than strict protocol. The royal family has strict rules that involve Kate and William's children.
Is this filming?
Hello? Hello?
For example, Kate reportedly needs to curtsy to her own children. This might seem strange, but there's a reason to suspect this. As discussed numerous times previously, blood royals outrank royals by marriage. Queen Elizabeth II's updated royal order of precedence clarifies that as well. Given that she was a commoner before her marriage, Kate must curtsy to blood royals whenever Prince William is not with her. Royal rules do make things a bit formal, even when children are involved. That said, Kate still appears to share a close and loving bond with her kids. In a letter she wrote for Children's Hospice Week, she explained, "Spending quality time together is such an important aspect of family life. It is the simple family moments like playing outside together that I cherish." While speaking at Basildon Sporting Center, she also revealed a sweet lesson she taught her kids: the importance of hugs. This makes her quite relatable to mothers. Her kids have even thrown tantrums. For example, in an adorable moment, Prince Louis made funny faces and teased his mother during Queen Elizabeth's Platinum Jubilee. Kate isn't actually seen curtsying to her kids though. All of her children hold the title His or Her Royal Highness, the same as her. Experts note that royals with the same HRH title generally don't curtsy to each other. When William becomes the king and Kate is queen consort, her children won't outrank her. This means that she will not have to curtsy to her children by that point. Once William becomes king, Kate will be the queen consort, so he'll be the only royal above her in rank at that point. So does this mean that she'll have to curtsy to him? Kate will not be expected to curtsy to William regularly. This is because queen consorts enjoy many of the same benefits as the king. In the past, queen consort Mary was never seen curtsying to King George V. This was also noticed in the case of queen consort Elizabeth. Interestingly, other royal family members will likely be expected to bow or curtsy to the queen consort. Kate and William had a fairy tale wedding, and they stuck together through thick and thin. Still, when the time comes, she might have to curtsy during William's coronation ceremony. This is in line with tradition, as the consort is expected to show respect during the ceremony. This was seen in Prince Philip's case as well. He reportedly knelt during his wife's coronation. Similarly, Kate will likely curtsy at William's coronation.